So take me to the syndication business, to the multifamily investing business. What did that business look like when you first started? And what does that business look like? And what I'm referring to is more or less in terms of personnel. Like, were you always the investor relationship person at the beginning? Like, was it just you and your husband at the beginning? Then how has that grown into what you guys have today?
So when we first started, I was still focused in on the I was still focused in on the wholesaling flipping industry. I actually needed to take that to completion. So while even though I was supposed to be focusing, and I just realized this right now as I'm talking to you, I didn't in those first couple of years because I helped take our first 94 unit to completion.
Mhm.
More from the background, we were all learning together. We were trying to figure out those questions that we didn't know the answers to. I was very much the communicator. I started communicating with my new investors and the new thing that we're doing, all the while bringing our flipping and wholesaling business to a close.
Yeah.
So it was myself, my husband, and our partner, Kevin, who was actually Jason's co-captain in high school football.
Okay.
So they were really good friends, and he was also attached to, I believe it was CoStar. So it was a great combination of strengths. And we were able to take down that first multi-unit. But that was like the first partnership. Yes, we brought on the brokers, we brought on our attorneys, we brought on our cost seg people. I mean, all these people that we needed to take the entire thing down. But the first general partnership consisted of us three. Now what it looks like is now Kevin invests in all of our deals. He's found that he wanted to know more about it, but he also likes the passive sense of it better. He likes to open up his mailbox or open up his income statement, his bank statement, and see that he's gotten that distribution. So our team, our latest acquisition, for instance, and I actually love this story because it brings me back to some of my old mentors and now our investors. So we have this one investor in particular. His name is Andy McFarland. And I'm mentioning him because he's actually well known in the flipping and wholesaling industries. And he just partnered up with us on our latest acquisition, which was in Arkansas. So as soon as this came to me, I know Jason and our assistant Alessandra were looking at it. We're really, really digging in. And as soon as I knew that this was something that was going to be taken to be put under contract, I sent it only to one person. My husband didn't know it at the time, though. He was like, "Okay, we have this under contract. Let's send this out to our entire database because we're going to syndicate it." And I was like, "I think I'm just going to send it to," because this is back to knowing your people. And I knew that this particular investor and former mentor of mine and great friend was looking for an asset where he could be a part of a small partnership, be a part of the general partnership, because he basically stopped investing in our deals because he wanted to be more active. So he said, "Pili," and this was about a year ago when we had this conversation, and I remembered it. He was like, "Pili, I want to be more on the active side." So I was like, let me send this to him and see what he says. No joke, a few hours later, I get the email. "Can we talk about this, Pili? How many people have you sent it to?" I'm just like, let's talk about it. We get on a phone call, and he basically brought all the equity to the deal.
So awesome.
He brought all the equity to the deal. And Jason and I bring our asset management abilities, and our assistant, now partner, Alessandra Thompson, actually started her own company and became part of the general partnership as well. So we're also bringing her along because she did such amazing work on this that we want to honor that, because I don't think we could have, like anything, could we have done it without mentorship? Could we have done it with all the people could we have done it without all the people that we have in our life today? Yeah, maybe. But why not bring those people up with us? So that's where we are today. Now we are able to create the partnerships that we want. with the opportunities that we have. So one of the other current deals, or not current deals, one of the deals that we closed this past December is the 902 in Murfreesboro. It was a 93 unit that was going to be with our partners, Chad King. He actually he put it under contract. He was the acquisitions person, and he brought in his partner, Bill Allen. So Bill was like, this is a little bit bigger. This is a little bit bigger project that I'm used to. Why don't we bring in Jason and Pili? Because they are the asset managers. I mean, my husband is an amazing asset manager and teamed up with my ability to raise money and talk and speak with investors. Like between myself, my husband, Bill, and Chad, we created an amazing partnership. So
awesome.
I guess where the story is going is now we get to pick and choose and surround ourselves with those peers and those mentors and those people that are doing the things that we want to do now. I mean, we did that back then, but it's like up leveling with each and every acquisition that we make, each and every conversation that we make, and being able to just know a little bit more with each acquisition and just to learn every day.
That's so great.